Hello, all you Dare to Dreamers. This is Deborah Dachinger, Dare to Dream radio show. Hola, ¿qué tal? Great to see you. Shalom. That's about as good as it's going to get. I can't even remember how they say it in Hawaii. Aloha. I'll get better as the night goes on. And this is only herbal tea, so this is as good as it gets. Well, listen, so great to be with you. Y'all don't know what's going on with Mercury retrograde, do you? Because I think it's been going on my whole life, everybody's life, you know, Mercury retrogrades. Never remember feeling it this last year. Every time it retrogrades, my whole life goes topsy-turvy. And it's not even necessarily so much the electronics, it's more like what's between my head. And then somebody will come up and say, by the way, this is going on, Mercury's in retrograde, and I'll go, oh, that's what it is, because I feel so bizarre. Had another one of those. So, if anybody knows, let me know. I'm going to have some questions for y'all coming up, and I hope you'll participate in a survey, because I'm going to be asking you some great questions about dreaming and your dreams and your frustrations in getting there and stuff like that, so stay tuned. So today, that's a little cliffhanger, today we're talking about dreams to experience to become reality. So it's a process. Dreams, experience, reality. And experience, of course, can be also imagination. Well, let's talk a little bit about this. Now, I enjoy doing different forms of exercise. And I do exercise every day. And I like to expand my horizons. I believe in that very much, not staying stuck in the same thing. And I like that challenge. I wanted to do a yoga class. I had made up a list of things I wanted to experience this year, and that was one of them. And I ended up finding an amazing yoga place by my house. I did it for about a month. I really liked it. It's so good for my back. It's so good for my back, my body, a lot of different inside and outside parts. And then that just progressed. I actually didn't know about what it would be like to take Pilates. So I found a place and I took a class. Oh my God, I never knew. Pilates is hard. Pilates is not easy. Pilates is why celebrities look so good, and it makes sense. Oh my God, it really, really works your body. And for someone like me who works out quite a bit, I was amazed at how sore. I actually thought I'd be more sore, but that's not to take away from the fact that my core muscles, my stomach, took about 5 full days before I could do another sit-up. Well, I really loved the Pilates, and it was my first class. There were other people much more. We're in Beverly Hills, kids, so you know what they look like, and they were like the best of the best. But I was shaking. I was dripping wet sweat, and what I loved was that the teacher, who was really could tell that I was open to suggestion. I love suggestions. I love getting expertise. So she kept saying to the whole class, look, this is tough, but you're going to get through it because you are capable. Are you kidding? That's magic to my ears. I mean, there I am shaking and quaking, and right in here the little thoughts are running by going, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Oh my God, this is hard. Maybe we'll quit. Maybe we'll give this up. Maybe we'll just do 5 and let go. And then she'd say, you are capable. You're more capable than you know. Hello, this is Debbie Dachinger language. I get that. The moment I hear that, that's like a mantra to me. It like puts me in a trance of I'm going to complete something. And I did. I completed every exercise because she's right. We are more capable. We'll give up on ourselves so fast before really the rest of us is ready to. So that was so great. It was so motivating. And I loved it. And I'm going back. Something else I wanted to experience was wild animals. I love monkeys, and I really wanted to spend time with a monkey, and guess what I did? I was able to create that. So I aligned myself with some people who opened a wild animal refuge for me for a day, just by myself and my friend. It was magnificent, loved it, and I hung out with Cookie the monkey. Now, we didn't do yoga, and we didn't do Pilates, but I did have strawberry fig Newtons, and Cookie the monkey loves cookies. So, which don't sound good to me, but she ate the cookies, she hung out with me. It's a trip. It's a trip to have something that you've been thinking about since I'm a little girl. I'm crazy about monkeys. So it worked for us both. She got cookies, I got cookie. You get that, right? So let's talk a little bit about making dreams come true, because I'm giving you some examples, and I have more, and I'll always have more, and we'll always change and grow and have more. But what about the dreams you have right now that are not being paid attention to? So your power, if we believe that anything is possible, because surely it is, then it is. So we're going to play a little game in order to get us there. It's the what if game. Now, many of us already know the what if game, because the what if game doesn't get us too far. It's like, oh no, what if I get my dream come true and then X happens? Oh no, what if I'm moving toward my dream and then that happens? It's the fear game. That's the what if. I'm going to scare the patootie out of myself so that I'm so convinced I better not go after my dream, because it's actually going to harm me, hinder me, take all my money, take all my time, take away from my family, blah, 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 right? It's the limiting crapola. So what do you want? What's holding you back? Do you want a career? Do you want a relationship of your dreams? Do you want to travel? Do you want to give service? Is there something you've always wanted to do or pursue and have not? Because it's time to put on those rose-colored glasses. That's right. Because it's the beliefs that hold us back. It's the fear-based beliefs. So we want to figure out, what is this darn belief that's keeping me from moving ahead? Now, you may be going, what? How do I know what a belief is? I don't know. Yes, you do, and I'll tell you how. Because you think it all the time, right? It's the thought when you look in the mirror and go, I'm so fat, no one will love me. Ding! I'll never be an artist. Everybody's better than me. Ding! I cannot become a full-time artistic person because I'll never make a living at it. Ding! Got it? This is the stuff you look for. Unearth those things that are running through there anyway every day and pull those up, and that's what we're going to deal with. So you want to figure out what's getting in the way of your dream, because anything is possible if you shift your perception. So in order to shift our reality, you have to figure out, is this a dream? Is this a fantasy? Dream, fantasy. How do you know the difference about that? Well, a dream is something that can be achieved. How can it be achieved? By taking action steps. A fantasy is something that is so far out there. Now I know, especially with metaphysicians, there's some room in here, and I allow that. But a fantasy is something that is a fancy. It's a wish, it's a hope. It's built on a lark. It's got nothing substantial, certainly no action steps. So be clear about that. You don't want a fantasy. You want a real dream that you're willing to commit to taking action steps to. Once you decide on the action steps, you can play the what-if game, and you can experience, even if it's just in your imagination at first, all the possibilities, and then go out there and experience it for real. Now, we all have perceived obstacles, right? So, like the ones I was naming over the dreams, the blockages, the obstructions, the fears, the limitations, the off-putting senses of what might happen. So spend some time. What is that? What is distorted in me that is stopping me? What is it that's shutting me down and not permitting me to do what I want to do? What is it that's... I put a shingle out for my dream, for the universe, and it takes the shingle down and puts it out of business. Terrible. So, our self-imposed barriers are created out of difficulties that we're afraid might be out there. You see, we haven't been out there to experience it, but we're so sure we're going to turn that corner and that big black monster going to come after us and go, oh my God, oh my God. See, I told you it's going to be awful. I knew it. But you know what? We haven't experienced that. What we may have experienced is previous disappointment. We may be convinced that we're limited. We may be skewed in our vision and in our perception and be sure that these obstacles and difficulties are going to come to be. And since that's our feeling, our belief, our vision, it convinces us, back off, sucker. Don't you dare do that. I'm here to protect you. I'm your fear. I'm here to protect you. So what if you could have it all? What if? We all know people like that, don't we? What if you could take all of that but write a different ending to the story? What if you could write a new movie that you star in with a happy ending? Will you commit to spend the time to intuit what your beliefs are that are holding you back? And will you agree, once you figure out and write down what they are, to empower yourself to go in the other direction? So instead of this, which is not serving or supporting me, how can I move ahead? What kind of belief can you create that is new, that is expansive, that will take the place, that you can incorporate into your everyday thinking and your everyday life, and then put on those rose-colored glasses and experience your beautiful belief into your new life? New perspective, new point of view. Dennis Waitley said, if you believe you can, you probably can. If you believe you won't, you most assuredly won't. Belief is the ignition switch that gets you off the launching pad. Belief. So figure out what you want to create this year, this week, this month, this now moment. Figure it out. And then write a list so you're clear. It's not a fantasy, it's a dream, and you're willing to take action steps to get you where you want to be. And for each dream and goal, write down the steps it's going to take to get you there. And then you can do it in the beginning or as you're going along toward the dream. When a belief shows itself, rears its ugly head, that's a complete not nice to me, not going to get me ahead kind of belief. Stop. Just stop with kindness to yourself and say, what a fascinating belief that is. But don't accept it. There's no reason to. You have total choice here. You decide. You decide to change that belief, turn it around into its opposite, into something glorious, loving, and empowering, and encouraging, and inspiring to get you where you need to go, and then live your life through that. Yeah? Because it assures that you are capable. Just like the teacher said to me, you are capable. You can do it. You can do so much more than you give yourself credit for. So go do it and experience it and have a great time. My website is www.deborahdachinger.com, Dachinger, Dachinger.com. Twitter, Deb on the Radio. Blogspot, Deb on the Radio. My Facebook, join my fan page, Dare to Dream Radio and TV. And go check out our product page. Mamma mia, it's so beautiful there. You'll get lots of support on your journey. And I love you. Thank you.